Right, now I know I promised you excitement and I promised you living on the edge for the new year regarding my videos, but unfortunately real life...
No, I think there's a treat, because this is not Dan's trip to the dump or rubbish in a hedge.
Yeah.
It's more exciting than that.
Johnny Bag in a bush, wasn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
And that's not a euphemism, by the way, Johnny Bag in a bush. It was a Johnny Bag in a bush.
Yeah.
So anyway, I know I promised you excitement, living on the edge and all that type of stuff, and historical content for the videos. But, as I say, life gets in the way. But it's going to be exciting. I promise you it's going to be exciting. Because it's Hazel's and Dan's big day out, or Dan's and Hazel's big day out at IKEA.
Yeah.
Yes, we are doing the adult thing and we are going shopping for some furniture at IKEA. Well, really, not so much furniture as storage for the kids' rubbish.
Yes.
Because, as you know, children, they gather a lot of rubbish through life, don't they? Particularly after Christmas.
Have an awful lot of shit.
They do have a lot of shit. They do. SH1T, Hazel. Got to keep this channel clean. And, or shit, in other words. But, so yeah, we're on our way to IKEA.
Well, we are not going to argue the whole way round.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
Can I walk around going meatballs?
We're going for particular things. We are not going to go in the marketplace and buy stuff that we don't need.
And then get home and go, why have we done this?
Yeah.
And then chuck them out a week later.
We don't need plants.
No.
We don't need lights.
No.
No, we don't need lights.
We do need lights, actually.
No, I mean, they sell like floor lamps and stuff, don't they?
Oh, yeah, we need one.
Not ceiling lights.
We need lights.
We haven't got enough plugs for all that.
We don't need lights. We don't need lights.
We need lights. We don't need bedding.
We know what we're going there for, and that's it. We've got an objective in mind that the principle is we're going for furniture storage for the kids,
just
and that's it.
2 Kallax units and the boxes that go in them. And I thought maybe for the one in Willow's, one's going to go in Willow's bedroom.
Here we go. The list is getting bigger already.
No, because there's still
Bit bigger.
just to go in the little holes. You can get little dividers that make it into like a little shelf in the middle so she can put things on them. And you can get ones with like little file things that she can put her shit in. And ones with little drawers in. So I thought we could make it a bit funky. And leave some of them spare.
Because we're all about the funk. We're all about the funk. Quite frankly, I don't give a funk, but we are going there to get those items.
A little fridge in one of them, couldn't we?
She's got a little fridge, that's cute.
She's got a little fridge for Christmas. Mainly to stop Fox eating all the chocolate in the fridge.
Yeah, he's a bit of a chocolate monster. He does love his chocolate. He loves everybody else's chocolate as well, unfortunately, including his mum's.
Whole packets yesterday.
He did eat 2 whole packets the other day. He came in yesterday to me. He had 2 packets of dairy milk, whatever they are. Those little slim bar things. How many in a pack?
8. 6. There's 6.
6. So he came in with 12 of those and some salami and ham, which I had to wrestle from his greedy little fists and put back into the fridge. Although I felt guilty, and then when I thought, you know what? He's a growing boy. He's hungry, clearly.
Yeah, but this is why he's growing, because we keep feeding him, and he keeps growing out of his clothes.
Well, yeah, there is this. We did say, didn't we, when we had children, we were going to keep them on a minimal diet so they wouldn't grow out their clothes very quick. But we never kept to the bargain, or they didn't, or both of us didn't. But anyway, yeah, so that's good. So we're going to do that, and bear with me a second.
Like, you have to feed them every day.
Every day.
Did anyone know that on Dad's channel? You have to feed kids every day, more than once.
Well, this is true. This is true. And then people say stupid things like, yeah, but the joy you get from them far exceeds the pain that they cause in the arse.
We get joy when they're asleep.
That is true, actually. They are lovely little cherubs. Sometimes. I blame Hazel for it. I was quite happy without children.
Fox is walking around with a scummy stomach strip on his head because he won't let me take it off.
Yeah, that bang on his head he had, like, what? How long ago? Week, fortnight? What, I don't know.
It was
quite a while.
New Year's Eve, so...
What are we looking at? 10 days? 11
12
days?
Nearly 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and he's still not taking... The steri strips are peeling off, but he refuses to take them off.
The last one is hanging in there, not permitted to remove it.
He was very, very upset about the bang on the head, as you would be if you're 6 years old, but he soon recovered, didn't he, when he found out that he would look like Harry Potter.
He's going to get a nice Harry Potter scar.
So he's content with the Harry Potter scar. So yeah, I mean...
I think that is going to scar.
Oh, of course it will scar. Definitely scar.
Scar for life. I'm annoyed because no one from Ware Town...
You're always annoyed.
Back to me.
About the bang on the head?
I emailed them and they haven't even bothered to check that he's okay.
The cheek of them, the
I emailed
darn
them
cheek
again
of them.
yesterday and said how disappointed I was.
And they said what?
Well, nothing. They haven't got back to me again.
Ah, wall of silence.
I don't think they open till 10, so I'll let
Greeted by a
them
wall
know.
of silence
I'll
from the
ring them.
council. That sounds unusual. I'm just hoping that any other children haven't had, because they could have had worse if that had been a kid's eye.
Well, yes.
Why do parents always go to that? If that had been his eye.
Yeah, it could have been.
But it could quite easily have been his eye, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Or any child's eye.
Or if he was closer to it, it could have gone straight across the top of his head rather than just nicked him a little bit.
But, well, yeah, that would have been an awful scar,
It
wouldn't
could
it?
have been horrendous.
But, as it stands, it was a little scar. He had his steri strips.
He had a nice time.
Did I tell you that Hazel actually didn't take him initially and thought he'll be fine? And she was out with her mum and her brother and her niece and nephews and stuff, and
No, when he did
her dad
the
rather.
pharmacy to get
Well, let me just finish this a minute.
You weren't even there.
And I said, do you think you need... No, he'll be fine, he'll be fine.
It was fine.
Then she walks in with him, having had him sit through dinner, saying, I think maybe I should take him to the walk-in centre for a check on his scut on his head because of the bump and the cut. It seems a bit too deep. And then behind her, Fox walks in, where his nan has put a bandage around his head
Like he was a soldier.
with blood coming through it like he's just come off the Somme. Oh, yeah, I think that maybe does need a doctor or a nurse to have a look at that.
Mr. Mistress will probably hold it. But I was
Parenting 101, eh?
The woman at the walk-in centre said that she took her child to IKEA and he was moaning the whole way around that his shoulder was hurting because she made him carry the bag.
Was this a nurse?
Yes, and she said carry it on the other one then, and then it turned out he'd broken his collarbone. So I felt less bad about leaving Fox for a few hours to have dinner with a little tiny, very minimal cut on his head that was bleeding slightly.
So this is it, you see. So if the kids get very little sympathy when they get injured or sick, nothing. I get bile and contempt. When I'm not well or I'm injured, bile and contempt from her.
Do you not remember when we used to go walk Kaiser before we got him? That
was the German Shepherd we used to own.
He was lovely. No, he wasn't lovely. He was old. But when we went to walking with Pat that time, and one of the other big dogs knocked him over, and he made a massive fuss. And
he was
it's all right.
Big pansy.
And it just made him more fussy about it.
Well, that's true.
If we pander to the kids, they'll think there's something wrong when actually there's not very much wrong at all.
Right, so from that, the lesson we've learned from Hazel today is that
don't be sympathetic to
if you want your children to grow up tough, just neglect them. Neglect your kids. Neglect your kids, they'll grow up.
I took him to not neglect. I took him to the walking centre.
Bouldering.
I got his head glued when it needed it, but I was just waiting to see if maybe it didn't really need it.
You should have had them examine your head while you were there. I don't know.
I've taken Willow multiple times for imaginary injuries.
Yeah, although she did have a spate where she was genuinely injuring herself every couple of days, wasn't it, really? And it got to the point where it was like, well, you know what, if she does really badly injure herself, we daren't take her to the hospital because we'll have the social services down on us.
No, it's fine if you take them, it's if you don't take them, that's not a problem.
Right, okay.
They find old injuries.
But kids do, don't they? Kids are always banging. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, and as long ago as that was, I remember when I was a kid, the amount of... Do you know what? I'll tell you what, and this is no exaggeration, the amount of breaks I've had over the years, arms, leg, knee, everything. I've had 24 breaks. Oh, she's got the hump with you.
So you keep up with the traffic.
Just keep up the traffic then.
Look what you're doing.
Never mind. Oh, here we go. Fight, 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 fight. Do you remember that at school? Fight, 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 fight.
Further forwards instantly.
I got thrown out of school for that. Mind you, I was a teacher at the time. Oh, the old ones are the best. Oh, there's a new Motoring World thing there.
Big Motoring World.
What's that all about? Oh, is that one of those car... What do they call it? Like car... What was that thing we went to once? Carland. Is that still going?
I think it's something else now. I think it's
anyway,
gone to... I don't know.
I'll digress. But yeah, so, yeah, that's Hazel. That's Hazel for you. Anyway, we've been banging on, just chitting and chatting. We're going to IKEA. Come with us. See you when we get there. We've arrived! IKEA, Swedish for shit furniture. Oh, you always talk about meatballs all the time.
What is
Hang on, why he reversed like that?
I don't know.
What he do?
What's he doing?
Come on, man.
What you
I
actually
don't even realise he was in reverse. Anyway, we're here. Meatball Central, as Hazel likes to refer to it. Here she goes. Off to buy stuff we don't need. What an exciting vlog you've got here. Oh, Mary Poppins. Oh, we've only been here 2 minutes. My glasses are steaming up. Hazel's doing the nutting. Just trying to find. This is what I hate about IKEA. It's so, it's like the Crystal Maze trying to find your way around it. Right. Let's have a look. Hazel, you're doing my nutting.
I don't even care.
This place is driving me mad. It's like all your nightmares rolled into one. I don't like it. We're coming close to having an argument. We're coming close to having a domestic. I bet this is exciting for you to look at this vlog, eh? Right. Hazel, don't like it.
I know.
You love it. Right, so at this present time, I'm sitting in the canteen, as you can see, at IKEA, and I'll be honest with you, I forgot how, maybe it's just me, tell me if it's me. Hazel seems to be alright with it, but Hazel's a pretty laid back, chilled out person anyway. But this frustrates me. The way that this is organised and the way that it's done, it frustrates me, and I forgot quite how annoying shopping in IKEA could be. I don't know, is it me? Is it me? Am I being oversensitive to the way that they design the shop? I mean, obviously it's best, probably they've designed it the best way that they can for selling stuff, for getting people around and checking everything out before you leave, so that you buy more than you initially would have or initially wanted. But overall, it just drives me mad. I don't know what it is about IKEA. It puts me into a bit of a bad mood, as you can probably tell, which is why Hazel said earlier on that as long as we don't have an argument, because we bicker when we come here. I bicker, and Hazel tries to sort of throw water on the fire, but yeah, it feels sometimes like it's petrol she's throwing. It just ignites me even more. But it does. I mean, do you know what? It's not really a place for a rant, is it? It's not worth ranting over, considering there are a lot worse problems in the world. But I guess it's all relative, isn't it, really? But it just drives me mad. So we've been around looking. We came in here initially because Hazel was hungry, but they only served breakfast, which is fine. And I said, okay, well, we'll go back and we'll grab a quick cup of tea. So we've come back to the cafe, and apparently there's no hot drinks because the machine's broke. Okay, fine. And half the stuff I don't think is available. So I don't know. I avoid these places like the plague, and now I remember why. I shan't be coming to IKEA again, I don't think. Well, not unless I'm dragged in here, or, you know, needs must. But it will be it'll be an extraordinary day before I come in here again. I'll stop moaning now. Right, got to evacuate the building. Apparently there's a fire or something, I don't know. It's one of those days. It's got more exciting this vlog than you anticipated. Oh well, never mind. Here we go. Can you see 2 firemen there? 3 firemen all coming out of the entrance to IKEA, and there's 2 units over there. So apparently it was a false alarm, and by the time I got downstairs and got out, we could come back in again. So there's more firemen there, look, and there's their 2 units there. Never mind. Oh, told you about this place. What a debacle. Never mind, it could have always been worse. But that's such a British thing to say, isn't it? Could be worse. Just lost my legs, could be worse. But there is an element of truth in that, or a grain of truth in that. But yeah, so Hazel's gone back in. I've declined. I've stomped my foot like a child, and I'm now throwing a hissy fit. And plus I'm looking at some fire engines, and I've not really grown up if I'm a big kid, so that's fun. Shopping trip? Not so. Ah, nice.
Alright.
You feel alright now?
Yes.
So apparently Hazel had no idea about the alarm and about everybody being thrown out of the shop.
Not a clue.
So we're back in here again for lunch. What, you got the meatballs, Hazel?
I've got meatballs and mash.
I've gone for a
and
healthier
peas
option.
And a can of Coke. And you've got that. And you've got that.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Thank you very much. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Well, anyway, the mission was accomplished. It nearly came to blows. But Hazel was quite happy because she had her meatballs, and what was that like? Was it as nice as you remember? I did try and convince her to buy a bag. She said they're not the same when you do them yourself. They're exactly the same. Okay, they're not the same. You can buy the gravy, can't you? You can buy the gravy. Anyway, that is it done. We're now going to go home where the kids are going to bicker about which piece of furniture they want. We neglected to get Fox a bit that he needed because we didn't measure up properly. So we need to work out whether. Well, we got it on. We were going to get it on the fly, weren't we? Really, and then when we saw it, we thought, "Oh no, that's a bit too big." So, yeah. But overall, it was a nightmare, as you saw, and it was quite eventful with the fire brigade and the fire alarms. Although Hazel knew nothing about it, she was still merrily picking out bits and bobs whilst I was being ushered out of the canteen. They might have wanted me out of there. That's true. So they thought if we empty this, we'd have to empty the floor to get rid of him. We've got to empty the shop, so yeah. They'd probably sick of my incessant moaning, grizzling and groaning and being just generally obnoxious. I'm not obnoxious, I'm lovely. I'm lovely. Hazel's face says how lovely I am, look. It's me who did that, it's me that made her face scowl. So, yeah, that's it. Should we go home now? Let's get out of Tottenham, I hate it. Yes. It never stops. See you in the next one. Say, see you in the next one. For the next exciting vlog. Where we're going to Tesco's. We're off to Tesco's. What an exciting! Keep your eyes peeled for that one. That's going to be super exciting. We might. Oh, I could. Yeah, MOT in the car. Yeah. What about? Yeah, I could vlog that. I could get a good hour out of that, I think. But anyway, there will be future vlogs will be changing.
You could vlog.
I could vlog me pointing at things. Yeah. That'd be a couple of hours pointing at things. That'd be good. But the vlogs won't be changing. There'll be other types of vlog, like history vlogs. I saw somebody the other day doing a sleep stream where people pay to watch them. Is that a fetish? Is that a kink? I don't understand what that is.
Mind you, though, sometimes you're quite funny when you sleep. So.
Yeah, but do you know what? I watched this guy and I thought this is bizarre.
Did you pay to watch it?
I turned off after 12 hours.
Did you pay to watch it?
No. Why would I pay to watch somebody sleep?
You said people paid.
Well, people were donating to him for his sleep. I mean, that's bizarre. Isn't that bizarre? Do you find that bizarre? I find that very bizarre. But, I don't know. We'll see. That's it, yeah. So, yeah, vlogging to sleep and vlogging to... Or, sorry, live... What do I call it? Yeah, live streaming asleep. It was very, very weird.
But then if you talk in your sleep, people will pay to see that because some of them are very funny.
I do quite often talk in my sleep. I say the weirdest things.
I couldn't remember what you said last, and then I just remember what it was.
Last night?
No, what you said the last time you said something really funny.
I said something the other night. I said something the other night about 3 in the morning. 4 in the morning, I'd said something. I woke myself up. Well, actually, I hadn't woke myself up. Hazel, what? No. She woke me up with a hum. That better not be about me, she said. What was it I said?
You were talking about...
I can run faster than you.
No,
what was it?
You you've never been a runner who's not fat, so you don't know what it's like to be a good runner. And I thought that better not be about me.
Oh yeah, that's not about me. I'm like, whoa, you just won't go. I wasn't even talking about you as far as I know. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about me, I think. And then there was another one where I was, well, I'm not going to get into it because it's embarrassing. Suffice to say, if you do want to jump onto my live stream sleep,
Really worth it.
my live feed sleep, that'll be from tonight at no. Right, we will speak to you a little bit later. Say goodbye, Hazel.
I love it. You wonder what you said.
Bye.